Good morning. Oops. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, guys. All right. That's it. Now we just wait. If you don't already have like blocks or something, then maybe just grab a couple of books or a little something, even something that you can just use as like a rolled up towel or something like that. We will get into a posture that sometimes is helpful to have a little something to kind of stick under your hips. So yeah, but other than that, just you. Hope everyone had a lovely weekend. All right. Just a few more minutes and then we'll get started. Yeah. All right, we're just about there. Cool. So we'll just give it one final minute and then we'll get started. So if you're just hopping on, good morning. And we're gonna need like a block or a book or a rolled up towel or anything that you kind of have that you can sort of wedge underneath you if you need it. Yeah, I think other than that though, you'll be good. So we're gonna just open it up. Just finish out this minute and we'll get started. If you don't already have, a little something on, Spotify has a really good playlist. It's called Lo-Fi, and it's just kind of that kind of chill, not a lot of words in it. Sometimes there are, sometimes there's not, but it's just a really nice kind of like morning practice flow, in my opinion. But obviously put on whatever sounds good for you this morning, and then we'll get started. We're there. Okay, so go ahead and give yourself, get your playlist, and then we're gonna get started. So we're gonna start in child's pose today, and just take a moment to bring your big toes close. Your knees can either open wide or stay a little closer together. A little closer together is gonna offer you a little more support for your low back. A little wider is gonna offer you a little more sense of relaxation. So you can really decide what works better and what you want more today. And then once you've found your position, go ahead and take a moment to fold forward over your legs. Take this moment to also relax your upper body and let your forehead release to the floor. You can stretch and lengthen through your fingertips, or you can just let your forearms and elbows relax to the mat. Start by taking a few moments and breaths here. Use this moment here at the beginning of your practice to, as always, scan your body and know what you have today, but also take a moment to maybe remind yourself of what you want today. Do you want to be kinder? Do you want to, go for a walk? It could be anything, but start to remind yourself of certain things that you really want and value. Because I find that sometimes we just get so caught up in a day that sometimes we forget to do the things that we really want to do, whether that's read 10 pages or, make sure we meditate or take a walk in the middle of the day or go lay in the sun for 20 minutes. These things, they seem so small, but they actually add this kind of sweetness to our lives that I think is important, and somehow we just get so caught up in the day that we forget to do it. So remind yourself of one thing you want to do today, one thing you want to think about, whatever it is, and start to just hone in on that for the next few moments. Then inhale a big breath, stretch and walk your fingertips forward towards the top of your mat. And on your exhale, walk your hands all the way towards the right. So you get this nice, long, achy stretch down the left side of your body. You can make this, as always, more intense or less intense. If you want more intensity, slowly start to walk your left hand on top of your right. If you want a little less intensity, you can keep it right next to the right and just relax the forearm and elbow down. So take as much as you like. And then long, steady breaths here. See if as you start to wake your body up with slow introduction of movement that you can match the length of your inhale and your exhale. Just give it a shot for the next 3 breaths. And on your next inhale, slowly walk your hands through center. And as you exhale, walk your hands all the way towards the left. Same kind of thing on this side. See if you can match the length of your inhale and your exhale. Again, if you want more, walk your right hand on top of your left. Less, let your right hand come next to your left and relax your forearm and elbow to the mat. Come back to your breath. Follow the line of sensation that you start to feel in your body, whether that's super noticeable or it's barely there. See if you can dive in to find it, follow it, get curious about it. Next big breath in, walk your hands back through center. Stay for one last exhale, let your hips sink back. Slide your fingers forward. Inhale, press yourself forward, tabletop. Keep your knees where they are. Exhale, press back, child's pose. Inhale, use the length of your inhale to draw yourself forward, tabletop. Use your exhale, nice and slow, to press your hips back. Inhale, come forward, find tabletop. Exhale, press your hips back, child's pose. Let's do a couple more. Inhale, roll forward. And exhale, press back. 3, inhale, roll forward. Exhale, slide back. Just 2 more. And then press back. Last one, and we'll stay in tabletop. Inhale, press forward, and exhale. Walk your knees underneath your hips. Keep your knees underneath your hips stacked up right on top, and then slowly walk your hands forward for puppy pose. So slide your hands as far forward as they go. Press your hips back and up, and press down through your palms. So there's quite a bit of pressure in your hands here. And then you'll relax your chest down towards the floor. Your forehead can release to the floor. This might be a great place to place your rolled up towel, block, or book underneath your forehead to just make the ground a little closer. If you want a little more relaxation, you can relax your forearms down. Just look for a little bit of pressure in the palms, because sometimes if you just let the elbows bear all the weight, you lose the ability to be able to let your chest sink further. So see if you can press down through your palms, let your chest sink, and again, forehead or chin comes forward. We're here for 5 breaths. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1 last full breath in. Then a big breath out. Slowly press into your palms. Walk your hands back underneath your shoulders. Just one more shoulder opener. Plant your left palm firmly onto the floor and inhale, sweep your right arm all the way towards the ceiling. Start by rolling your wrists. Wiggle through your fingers. Let your chest open, but do your best to keep your hips square. So you get a nice little twist to your thoracic spine. Just a little love to your wrists. Wiggle through your fingers. Wake your body up. Breathe in. Stretch high. And on your exhale, thread the needle. Right hand slides behind the left. Slowly lower down to your right shoulder and release your right ear to the mat. You can keep your left hand under your shoulder. You can walk it out to the front top of your mat, or maybe even sweep it behind and take a half bind. So anywhere in between, let it feel good. You can make a few little micro adjustments, maybe finding that sweet spot this morning, and then let it settle. Stay for a few breaths here. And slowly bring your left hand back underneath your shoulder, plant your palm. Inhale one more time, sweep your right arm all the way to the ceiling, look up, reach up. On your exhale, release your right hand back to the mat. Right hand underneath your shoulder, inhale, sweep your left arm up. Again, take your time, roll through your left wrist, wiggle through your fingers, keep your hips square, but let your chest open. Another big breath in, reach high. And exhale, thread the needle. Left behind your right. Slowly lower down to your left shoulder. Look over towards your right as you release your left ear to the mat. Again, right hand can slide forward. It can stay under the shoulder or it can wrap behind your back, half bind. Choose the one that feels right in your body. No one is better than the other. And then back to your long, steady breaths, matching the length of your inhale and your exhale. Nice and slow. Right hand back underneath your shoulder. Plant your palm. Inhale, sweep your left arm up. Exhale, release your left hand back underneath your shoulder. Quick moment to warm up your wrist. So flip your left palm up. Thumb and pinky finger, work down, and you'll just take a rock or a sway. More or less pressure. Good. And then release the left, give it a couple of circles, and go for the same thing on the right. Thumb and pinky finger work down, just a little rock or sway. Good. And then release that. Plant your palms flat to the floor with your fingers facing your knees, inside of your elbow points forward, and just a little rock or sway. All right, and then go ahead and let that go. Couple of swirls, couple of little shakes of your wrists. Sometimes that little shake feels really good, just gets the blood flowing. Okay, plant your palms, tuck your toes, big breath in. On your exhale, press your hips back and up, downward facing dog. Take a moment to pedal out your heels. Spread your fingertips wide, grip the mat with your fingertips and work your hips back and up. You work your heels towards the mat, but they don't necessarily need to touch. You work your legs straight, but again, they don't necessarily need to be straight. You're working in that general direction. Nothing happens overnight, so take your time. Be gracious to your body. So a couple of breaths here in your downward facing dog. As if you could pull your ribs towards your pelvic bones, really use that engagement to help stabilize the front side of your body. This will allow the back side of your body to stretch a little bit more, but also a little bit more safely. And then inhale, come high to your toes. Exhale, press yourself forward into a plank. So if you have to lengthen out your feet, take a moment to lengthen them out. Push the floor away so you don't do your upper back. Pull your belly in. Take another big breath in. And on your exhale, press back to down dog. Keep your feet where they are. Inhale, slide forward, find plank. Exhale, press your hips back, down dog. Inhale, press forward, shoulders over wrist, push the floor away. Exhale, press back, down dog. We're gonna add on just a little. Inhale, press forward, find plank. Exhale, lift your right leg off the mat. Inhale, take a big breath in. Exhale, press back, down dog, release your right foot. Inhale, press forward, find plank. Exhale, stay, lift your left leg. Inhale, fill up. And exhale, press back, down dog. Left foot releases to the mat. Let's do that one more time each side. Inhale, press forward, find plank. Exhale, lift your right leg. Inhale, stay in your plank. Exhale, press back, down dog. Right foot releases. Last one. Inhale, plank. Exhale, left leg lifts. Inhale, hold. Exhale, press back, down dog. Release your left foot. Take a nice big breath in. And a big breath out. Inhale, come high to your toes. Exhale, walk to the top of your mat. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold and let your upper body hang. Release your upper body and press it towards your thighs. Now you can grab for the backs of your ankles or calf muscles, and you can just relax your arms down and reach for opposite elbows and maybe just sway a little bit. More or less movement here is completely up to you. Let it feel good and right in your body, though. If you're looking for more sensation of stretch on the back side of your body, start to do the work to rock your body's weight forward so it stacks more into the toes. It'll get light to your heels, but eventually the hips will stack right on top. And you get this really nice achy stretch all along the back side of your body. Let's hold here for just 3 more breaths. 2. 1 more big breath in. Match the length of your exhale. And then inhale nice and slow. Release your grip. Start to roll up. Vertebra by vertebra. Take your time. Stand tall. Roll your shoulders. If your feet aren't already, open them up about hip width distance. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. And on your exhale, start to backward bend any amount. Inhale, bring yourself all the way back through center, and on your exhale, fold forward over your legs. Let's take it slow. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, plant your palms and step through to your plank. Push the floor away so you don't do your upper back, firm up your belly. Ground down through your left toes, left foot, left hand. Take an inhale and lift your right foot off the mat. Hold for 3, 2, inhale, and exhale, release your right foot to the mat. Here we go to the left, press down through your right toes, lift your left leg off the mat, push the floor away, don't do your upper back, hold 3, 2, inhale, big breath, exhale your knees to the mat, and your chest nice and slow, all the way down, inhale, peel your chest off the mat, find cobra, exhale, release and roll down. Push yourself up, tabletop, and exhale, tuck your toes to down dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Hide your toes, look to the top of your mat, travel to the top. Look forward, lengthen as you inhale, and on your exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead, look up, reach up, and exhale, bring your hands through center or by your side. Again, feet hip width distance. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Exhale to your backward bend, lift your chest. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, plant your palms, step through to your plank. Let's add that strength again. Push the floor away. Big breath in. Right foot lifts. Hold. 3, 2, inhale. Exhale, set it down. Find your plank. Shift your body's weight to the right. Lift your left foot off the floor. Hold. 3, 2, big breath in. Exhale this time. Option to lower your knees is always there. Or halfway down, chaturanga. Up dog or your cobra. And on your exhale, pull back to your down dog. Big breath in, fill up. Big breath out, let it go. Bend your knees, look to the top of your mat. Travel to the top. Look forward and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up, reach up, big breath. And exhale as you stand tall. One more like that. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale to your backward bend. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, plant and step through to your plank. Push the floor away, firm up your abdominals. Lift your right foot off the mat, hold. 4, 3, 2. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, release your right foot to the mat, go for the left. Left leg lifts. 4, push the floor away. 3, 2, inhale. Release the left foot. Exhale, chaturanga, up dog or cobra. Press back to down dog. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high, split up. Exhale, step in between your hands, low lunge. Release your left knee to the mat. Uncurl your toes, sweep your arms up towards the ceiling, reach up. On your exhale, start to backward bend. Inhale yourself back through center. Exhale, release your hands inside your right leg. Plant your left palm, sweep your right arm up. Take a twist. Inhale, nice big breath. Exhale, release your right hand to frame your foot. Tuck your left toes and vinyasa. Up dog or your cobra. Use your exhale to press back. Go for the left. Inhale, lift your left leg high, split dog. Exhale, step in between your hands. Lower your right knee to the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. On your exhale, start to backward bend. Keep your chest lifted. Inhale through center. Exhale, inside your left leg. Sweep your left arm up. Right hand under your shoulder. Reach through your left fingertips all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, release your left hand to frame your foot. Tuck your toes. Rinse through vinyasa. Halfway down, chaturanga. Elbows in. Always an option to lower your knees. Inhale, up on your. Exhale, pull back down. Full breath, reset. Big breath, let it out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Let's keep going. Exhale, step in between your hands. Lower your left knee. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, backward bend, any amount. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, left hand under your shoulder. Take your twist, sweep your right arm up. Big breath in, reach high. Exhale, tuck your left toes. Press into a dragonfly twist. Little moment to hold. Stay with your breath. Just creating a little bit more space through your hip flexors, relieving some of that tension in the low back and psoas. Inhale, fill up. And then exhale, plant your right palm. Rinse it out, vinyasa. It's getting the body awake and ready. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step in between your hands. Right knee to the mat. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, really tall. And then use the exhale to start to backward bend. Inhale all the way through center. Exhale, plant your right palm. Sweep your left arm to the ceiling. Twist. Full breath. Exhale, tuck your right toes. Dragonfly. And just hold. So reach through your left fingertips. Let your hips sink low. Drive through your right hand so you lift up and out of the shoulder socket. 3, 2. Left hand releases to frame your left foot. Vinyasa as you rinse it out. Know that you can always hold a plank. You can always skip a vinyasa and press into your down dog as you like. Please listen to your bodies. Inhale, lift your right leg high, split dog. Exhale, step in between your hands. This time, hold your runner's lunge. So stretch through the top of your head. Firm up your bottom half. So fire up your left quad. Pull your low belly in. Stretch and lengthen from the top of your head. A little bit of space here. And then inhale, rise to high crescent. Inhale. Sweep through your fingertips. Let your hips sink low, but make sure that front knee is always behind your toes. Really high to your left toes. One day your heel stacks right on top. Reach and stretch through your fingertips. Inhale. Exhale to a backward bend. Inhale back through center. Exhale, open up warrior two. Back heel spins down, open your arms, reach and lengthen. Relax your shoulders, sink your hips nice and low. Big breaths. Inhale. And then exhale, windmill to the floor, plant and flow. Vinyasa. Up dog or cobra. Send it back to your down dog. Inhale, lift your left leg high, split dog. Exhale, step in between your hands, runner's lunge. So take a moment to get your lunge long, but even more importantly, opening up your hips a little bit. Stretch through the top of your head, fire up right through the center line of your body, and inhale, rise to high crescent. Nice big breath. Sink your hips low, relax your shoulders, but reach through your fingertips. Now inhale, stretch up like you could lift your ribs off your hips, and on your exhale, start to go back. Inhale through center. Exhale, open to warrior two. Back heel spins down, open your arms, sink your hips low. Big breath in, drive down through all 10 toes like you could pull your heels towards each other underneath you. Inhale. Exhale, windmill to the floor, rinse it out, vinyasa. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step through runner's lunge. Next, inhale, rise to high crescent. Inhale, rise up. Exhale to your backward bend. Inhale through center. Exhale, warrior two. Back heel spins down, open your arms. Inhale, nice big breath. On your exhale, interlace your grip behind your back. Breathe in, lift your chest. Exhale, fold, humbled warrior. So work to lower your chest inside your right leg. Stretch your arms back and lift your hands off your hips. It's taking some time to open up your hips, but always pay attention to your feet. So press down through the soles of your feet. Press your heels in towards one another. Inhale, unwind, warrior two. Exhale, windmill to the floor, vinyasa. Big breath in. Full breath out. Left side, same thing. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step in between your hands, runner's lunge. Inhale, rise to your high crescent, reach up. Stretch up really tall. Use your exhale, start to backward bend. Inhale back through center. Exhale, open up warrior two. Back heel spins down, open your arms, big breath. Exhale, interlace your grip behind your back, lift your chest. Exhale, fold inside your left leg, humbled warrior. Stretch through your hands towards the back of your mat. Let your chest sink low. Create that nice aching sensation to open up your hips. And say, focus on your breath. See if you can start to push your hips a little bit forward. Sometimes they want to sink back, and it means to get more comfortable. Inhale, unwind, warrior two, reset. Exhale, windmill to the floor, plant and flow, vinyasa. Big breath in. Full breath out. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step through. Right away, inhale, rise, high crescent. Exhale, take your backward bend. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, warrior two. Back heel spins down, take a breath. Exhale, interlace your grip behind your back, lift your chest. Big full breath in, use your exhale. Fold inside your right leg. Let your hips sink forward. Stretch your arms back, but lift them off your hips. See if you can find that nice aching sensation as you open up the hips on the right side. Stay with your breath. Nothing sharp shooting, always breathable, manageable with your breath and your mind. And then inhale, back out, unwind, warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. So stay low in your lunge, reach and stretch through your fingertips. Make sure it's a nice side bend, not a backward bend. So really lengthening through that lateral flexion on the right side of your body. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, windmill to the floor, plant your palms and flow, vinyasa. Left side, one more. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, step in between your hands. Inhale, rise, high crescent, reach up. Exhale, take it to your backward bend. Inhale, back through center. Exhale, open up, warrior two. Reach through your fingertips, sink your hips low, breathe in. Exhale, interlace your grip behind your back, lift your chest. Stretch up, chest up, big breath. On your exhale, fold inside your left leg. Press down through your right foot, let your hips sink forward, and let your chest come down. Stay for a few long breaths. And then inhale, back out, warrior two. Exhale, flip to reverse your warrior. Again, find that nice side bend. You can sweep your hand behind your back. It can also slide down your leg. You can look down, you can look up. Take your gaze wherever feels comfortable, but focus on one spot. Inhale, back through warrior two. Exhale, windmill to the floor, rinse it out, Vinyasa. Up dog your cobra. Send it back to your down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Bend your knees, look to the top of your mat. Step, hop, or walk all the way to the top. Look forward halfway, lengthen, exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep, reach, rise, stand tall. And exhale, hands through center or by your side. All right, we're gonna play with a little bit of balance today. So inhale, sweep your arms overhead. On your exhale, release your right hand and pick up your right foot from the inside. So taking a dancer or standing bow, depending on what you want to call it today. So knees start together. Bring your left arm back as far as you can. Reach up. Let the kick really drive the posture. So press down through the sole of your foot. Kick into your hand. Get your shoulder to start to disappear behind your head. And then the opposite hand reaches forward towards the front of your mat. Stretch and reach. Look forward. Kick. You'll start to work your upper body down as a necessary moment by the strength of your kick. So reach forward, kick back. Reach forward, kick back. Take your time. You fall out, you get back in. Reach forward, kick back. And then breathe and come out. Release your arms. Let it go. Big breath in. Sweep your arms overhead. Take it to the left. Left arm releases. Pick up your left foot from the inside. Start with your knees together. This way you get that nice balanced opening of your hips. Reach your right fingertips towards the ceiling. And then on your exhale, kick back, kick up. Kick way back. So you start to feel your shoulder get pulled back behind you. And then the opposite hand reaches forward. So right hand reaches forward. Maybe one day your chin and shoulder meet. You reach so much. Focus on your breath. You fall out, you get back in. Kick into your hand. Woo. Another big breath. And then back it up. Stand tall, release your hands. Let it go. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, fold forward from your waist. Inhale, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, plant and flow. Up dog your cobra. Exhale, send it back, down dog. Big breath, reset. Big breath, let it go. Let's do it again. Bend your knees, look to the top of your mat. Step, hop, or walk. Look forward and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep up, reach up, big breath. Exhale, let it go, stand tall. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Exhale, release your right hand, pick up your right foot from the inside. So palm faces out. You just pick it up from the inside. So stretch and reach to your fingertips. Really, really tall. Already get as tall as you possibly can. And then exhale, kick back. Get your heel as far away from your glutes as you can. And then start to bring your upper body down. Hit them. Well, take your time. Stretch through your fingertips. Kick back into your hand. Focus on your breath. Take your time, back out. And then inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Take it to the left. Left arm releases. Pick up your left foot from the inside. Knees together. Reach and stretch through your right fingertips. Kick back. Kick up. Get your heel as far away from your glutes as you possibly can. Reach your right fingertips forward. Let your chest open. Reach, reach, reach. Kick, kick, kick. The more you reach, the more you kick, the more you'll be able to balance. And then take your time backing out. Inhale, sweep your arms high. Let's rinse it out with a Vinyasa. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, plant as you flow. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, pull back to a down dog. Big breath, reset. Big breath, let it go. Inhale, lift your right leg high.
Exhale, step in halfway in between your hands. And if you stepped all the way through, then just work to spin your left heel down. Look forward and lengthen, setting up for pyramid. Square your hips and your shoulders to the top of your mat, and then fold over your right leg with a flat back. So look a little bit forward, maybe walk your hands out in front of you. If your wrists need a little bit of some love, you can take your palms up and reach your fingertips towards the back of your mat. But keep thinking about lengthening through your spine. Good. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, interlace your grip behind your back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, fold over your right leg one more time. And lift your hands up and off your hips as much as you possibly can. Releasing some tension from your low back and hamstrings. Opening up your shoulders and the front side of your body. Super important for backward bending and the release of tension and tension headaches. Inhale, look forward, release your grip, plant your palms. Exhale, step back, left and right foot, Vinyasa to rinse that through. And we'll go for the same thing on your left. So inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, step halfway in between your hands and your feet, work to spin your right heel down. Backside foot's at about a 45. Then work to square your hips and your shoulders. You get that nice opening down the left, and then fold over your left leg flat back. Hands can reach forward again. They can also reach back. Few steady breaths here. If you ever need to bend your front knee, bend it. Take what you need. And give yourself your best. That might mean more, that might mean less. Good. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Let's take that interlace grip. So interlace your grip behind your back. Breathe in, chest up. Exhale, fold over your legs. So work to lift your hands up and off your hips. You can start to work the palms together. If your shoulders are feeling snug like mine, that might be challenging today. Take your time. Good, and then nice and slow, release your grip, look forward, plant your palms. Plant and flow, Vinyasa, right and left foot, step back, elbows in, up dog or cobra, send it back to down dog. Big breath, reset. Big breath, let it go. One more time, inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, step halfway in between your hands and your feet. Left heel down, look forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold over your legs. You have a couple options. You can take another interlace grip behind your back again and work from here. If you want to play with another shoulder opener, you can take reverse namaskar. So bring your hands behind your back, flip your fingertips towards the top of your head, and then work your palms together and pull your elbows wide. If that doesn't feel accessible, so looks like this. If that doesn't feel accessible today, then you'll work either that interlace grip, or you can work to grab opposite elbows. It's a little bit more play on balance in this posture, so take your time. If you get a little wiggly, no worries, that's normal. Good, and then inhale, halfway lift, and exhale, release whatever grip you took. Rock forward into your right leg and softly set your left knee down. Untuck your toes. Inhale, sweep your arms up, rise up, reach up. And then exhale, release your hands to your hips. So you're in a nice stacked lunge here. Knee about right over the top of your heel, and hip about over the knee. So you get a nice 90 stacked lunge. So you're gonna take a moment to stretch out your psoas muscle a little bit. I'm going to preface this with please move slowly. The psoas is really connected to the low back, and especially because we've been sitting so much, the low back can be a little tight and tender, so you really want to ease in and be especially careful about easing out. This way nothing just gets a little shocked. So with your hands on your hips, you'll breathe in, lift your chest. Now on your exhale, you tuck your chin to your chest and round your shoulders a little bit. Look for your belly button. At the same time, you work to push your left hip forward and squeeze your glutes here on the left side. And then breathe. So sometimes you might feel it directly in the low back. Sometimes you'll feel it like traveling down the front side of the leg. And it just depends on what section of the body is a little snugger right now. Because the psoas attaches to the back, it can often pull. And it's really a lot of part of the responsibility of our backward bends also. So it's important that this area is really open, that the psoas has space to move and is really lubricated. So keep thinking about squeezing the left side forward. Keep your chin tucked to your chest. Again, look for your navel. Let's stay for 3 more breaths. 3, 2, and then really slowly on your inhale. Lift your chin off your chest. Take it real slow, no rush. Good. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, plant your palms to frame your foot, tuck your toes, and step through to your down dog, to your vinyasa. And we'll go through the same thing on your left. So inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step through halfway. Spin your right heel down, look forward and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Again, interlace grip behind your back or reverse prayer or anything in between, grabbing for opposite elbows. Take your choice. Find some length. Fold. Push body's weight into your left foot. And then as you do, start to push your left hip back, but see if you can roll and rock your right hip a little bit forward. And this way you just start to increase the level of sensation, but also really start to balance and even out your flexibility. Good. Inhale, lengthen, look forward, release your grip. Exhale, plant your palms and rock forward into your left foot. Pick up your right leg and softly set your right foot shin to the mat. Finding your stacked lunge, knee over heel and hip over knee. Inhale, sweep your arms high. And then exhale, release your hands to your hips. So pretty normal for one side to feel a little snugger than the other. So take your time. Again, stretch up, chest up, super slow and controlled here. On your exhale, tuck your chin around your shoulders. Look for your belly button. Nice controlled sips of air, right? There's a little bit of kind of a throat choke sensation here, so breathing can sometimes be a little bit more challenged, but it's worth it. You can still get air. Remind yourself that you can still breathe. Keep thinking about pushing your right hip forward, little squeeze of your glutes. You really start to feel that sensation down through the front, maybe even to the back. It might be totally different on this side than it was on the other one. It is for me totally different on this side. This side is my tighter psoas. Just happens that way. Stay for a few more long breaths. Okay, prepare to come out. Take your time. Inhale slow. Lift your chin off your chest. Good. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, sweep your arms overhead. Exhale, release your hands. Plant your palms. Vinyasa to rinse it through. Up dog or cobra. Send it back to your down dog. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, lower your knees and come sitting up. So we're going to take hero or half hero or fixed firm, depending on your lineage. And we're just going to start with the knees and feet about hip width distance, maybe even wider. And you'll want to bring your feet out just a little bit wider so that you can sink your hips in between your heels. So this is where that prop will come in really handy. If this sitting down in between your heels is like, what the heck? Come up. Take your block. It's got 3 heights, right? So you can sit on your block at any height. And you're just looking for enough of a sensation where you feel like a stretch, but not so much that you feel like, oh, I can't breathe, what's going on here? You know, those kinds of things. So play with it a little bit. If you do have any knee stuff going on, be nice to that knee. You might go half, which is just 1 foot out, and then hips on the floor, which this can also be nice to set a block underneath, and then you'll alternate between the other side. We're just gonna stay here for a few moments and let the hips sink into the floor. So just taking some time to kind of open up the tops of the quads and release some tension from here. Sometimes, especially because we're like out of our routine a little bit, you might be running or walking a little bit more, and the quads will get tight. And them getting tight means the knees are being pulled, means there's not as much space up into the rest of the body. And if you're wanting some back mobility, this is going to be a really important part of the puzzle too. So if this feels just totally comfortable and you're like, okay, what's next? You'll place your palms flat to the soles of your feet so your fingers face your heels. Roll your shoulders back, and then nice and slow, you can come down 1 elbow at a time and release your elbows to the mat and look back. This might be enough, but if you want more, you'll slide your elbows forward till the top of your head touches the floor. And then gently, you'll just slide your head out from underneath you till the back of your head touches the floor, maybe even your shoulders and shoulder blades. Tuck your chin towards your chest and reach your arms over your head, and eventually grab for opposite elbows. So anywhere in between, wherever you found your depth, the best that you have today, know that you're not looking just to dive into the like fullest potential backward bend that you have. Let your body ease into it a little bit, and then you won't feel the need to, after a backward bend, go right away into a forward fold. Good, and then start to take your time. Place your hands, and if you came all the way in, you'll place your hands back to the soles of your feet, push into your elbows, and slowly lift your chest. Let your head come up last. Just take a moment. Rock forward. Press into a tabletop, tuck your toes, press back down dog. Big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, press forward, find plank. Exhale, press back down dog. Inhale, press forward, find plank, lift your right leg. Exhale, press back down dog, release your right foot. Inhale, press forward, find plank. Exhale, lift your left leg. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, press back down dog, release your left. Let's do that one more on each side. Inhale, press forward, plank. Exhale, right leg lifts. Inhale, big hold. Exhale, press back down dog. Last one. Inhale, plank. Exhale, left foot lifts, hold, inhale. Exhale, press back to down dog. Big breath in, and a steady breath out. Inhale, press forward, find plank. And exhale, slow descent to your belly, take your time. So we spend a lot of time opening up the front side of the body, opening up your hips, so that we can spend a little time on the back. So we're just gonna start. Open up your feet just about hip or shoulder width distance apart and interlace your grip behind your back. Take a nice big breath in, and on your exhale, stretch your arms back and lift only your chest. Stretch to the top of your head, work your fingertips towards the back of your mat. Start to work the heel of your palms closed, but take your time. Know that your body will open at its own rate. You're not trying to rush into a posture. The expression of the posture is kind of secondary. Your body will open, it really will. And you'll go through phases where your body is more open or less open. So think about just going to your fullest expression and the best you have today. Just a little hold for 3, 2, and then release and see if you can take your hands with you overhead. One more, inhale, pull back. And then exhale, hold. You might need to reinforce your grip. So if you do, take your time, stretch back, but keep your hands floating off your hips. Stay focused on your breath. Take another inhale, and on your exhale, lift your legs. Stretch your fingertips and your toes towards the back of your mat. Lift your chest, and now see if you can start to look up towards the ceiling. Take another big breath, and on your exhale, release your grip. Bend at your knees, but flex your feet. Grab for the bottom, grab for the outsides of your ankles. Pull your hands, pull your arms back by the strength of your kick. So kick into your hands, let your chest start to open. Look up, focus. Drive down through the tops of your quads so you open up the front side of your body even more. Take another inhale, and then exhale, slowly release to the mat. Look over your right shoulder and take a breath. Look forward and interlace your grip behind your back. Let's do that same thing one more time. So take another inhale, peel your chest off the mat. Legs are nice and strong to start. Let your chest open, nice big breaths. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, lift your legs. Stretch your fingertips and your toes in opposite directions. Find your breath. Stay with it. You're here for 3. Into bow, in 2. Here we go. Release your grip. Bend at your knees. Grab for your ankles. Flex your feet. Kick into your hands. Kick back towards the back of your mat. Let the front side of your body open. Start to look up. Kick back even more. And now firm up your abs. So you're not dumping into the low back. Abs have to stay strong. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Look over your left shoulder. Take a breath. Big breath in. And a big breath out. Okay. So bend at your right leg and grab onto your foot. So you're going to work your foot, your heel towards your hips, maybe to the outside. And you can press up into your elbow too. So you're kind of on the forearm and press down. It's like a little half frog. You might be able to roll the fingertips forward and bring the elbow back and really pull down. You might be like right here. That's okay. Just take it to your edge, hold and breathe. And then nice and slow, you'll release, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. So up onto your left forearm, elbow, reach back with the opposite hand, and then again, you might part way down. You might be able to roll the fingertips forward and take the elbow back and shoulder down. One side, again, might be more or less. Body's different on every side. All right, nice and slow, start to back it out. Let your legs stretch long and take Sphinx. Elbows underneath your shoulders, plant your palms, feet open about hip to shoulder with distance. Lift your chest, look forward. So make sure you engage your low abdominals so they're not just like dead and then dump into the low back. So a little bit of engagement here will help you lift your chest and just keep a little space in between the vertebra so they're not super like compressed on top of each other and kind of squeezing the life out of one another. Now, if your back feels warm and ready, you can press up into seal, but again, keep your abdominals engaged. Push the floor away. So that little bit of engagement through your abdominals will help to support your low back. So again, there's no overcompression. And then maybe even look up. Nice big breath in. And then exhale, release to roll yourself down. Back into your Sphinx. Just stay for a breath. And then let it go. Plant your palms. Elbows underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes, press yourself up into a plank. So you can work your hands together into a fist, but we're just taking a moment to re-engage the front side of your body. Take a moment to let your heels press back towards the back of your mat, and then drive forward so your shoulders come just a little bit in front of your elbows. Press back, heels back, and then press into your toes, drive yourself forward. So almost like a little seesaw action. Press forward, press back, press forward, press back. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Knees down, press yourself all the way back to child's pose. So let your hips sink back, let your chest sink forward, stretch and reach through your fingertips. Inhale, slowly walk yourself all the way up. And on your exhale, kick your feet out to the right or to the left and come sitting up. With a big bend in your knees, lift your chest. Big breath in. On your exhale, lean back to float your legs off the mat. Let's take boat. Again, just one more little engagement of your abdominals. Roll your shoulders back, lengthen through the top of your head. You can stay clasped behind your legs, or you can release. You can tabletop or straighten your legs all the way out. We'll be here for 5 breaths. 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, slowly release your low back to the mat. Keep your shoulders and shoulder blades off the mat. If you want even more, reach your arms overhead. Hold another 5, 4, 3, 2, and knees into your chest. Give yourself a little squeeze. Let your upper body relax to the mat. Nice, strong little squeeze here. And then tee out your arms or goalpost them. And place the soles of your feet flat to the floor. Shift your hips over towards the right. Pull your knees back into your chest and let your knees fall off towards the left. Look over your right shoulder. You can take your left hand on top of your right leg and it'll just offer a little bit of gravity so you can increase the sensation of twist. When you peek down the center line of your body, hips are pretty much in line with your shoulders. That's why we shift the hips over to the right a little bit. And this way you really send the twist into the thoracic section of the spine that does our twisting. Inhale, slowly come back through center. Plant the soles of your feet on the floor. Shift your hips over towards the left. Pull your knees into your chest. Let your knees fall off towards the right this time as you look over your left shoulder. Twists are incredibly important at the end of your practice to reset your spine, to bring your vertebra back into neutral and to balance out even your mental body. Our brain is connected to our body just like our body is connected to our brain. And when we move and, in this case, do twists, we actually help to balance that kind of emotional state. And then nice and slow, bring yourself back through center, plant the soles of your feet to the mat, re-even out your hips and give your knees a little squeeze. Squeeze your knees into your chest and your forehead towards your knees. Make yourself tight and compact. Take an inhale. And then exhale, release your arms and your legs long. Relax onto your mat and take a breath. Stay here for a few moments. Just let the sensation of your body start to release and relax into the mat. Notice how incredible you feel and how magical showing up on your mat and giving yourself your own attention can feel in your body. So be here for as long as feels comfortable. Let that kind of, this sort of like melty sensation of your body releasing and relaxing into the floor is all sorts of magic. So enjoy it.
And then enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you so much for joining me in practice today. It was my privilege and my pleasure. If you have questions, if you have special requests, please just let us know. DM or private message, or you can leave a comment, whatever you need. But we're happy to give you guys even more, and we're doing our best over here. So thank you so much, and we'll see you all soon.